You are listening to the Drag Dungeon Podcast with your hosts, Jay and John.
Hey, welcome back to the broadcast, your favorite podcast. You asked for this shit. If you're easily offended, we don't recommend it. You asked for this shit, so here it is.
Support for the Drag Dungeon Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package, the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code DRAG20 at manscaped.com. And if my math is correct, that's about 8 million balls. You guys do not want to miss out on these products. We really use these and we love them. The Performance Package 4.0 by Manscaped has arrived and it is a game changer. Inside the package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, a personal favorite, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies in your hoe bag. This is stuff you need, and if you really care about how you look and want to support the podcast, please go to manscaped.com and use the code DRAG20. This is a limited time offer for the podcast, and we want you to take full advantage. Remember, go to manscaped.com and use the promo code DRAG20.
Let's talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14. What's up, John?
What's up, Jay?
How are you doing?
I'm so blessed, it's ridiculous. How are you?
Oh, I'm so blessed I'm touching myself.
Oh, me too. What part?
My ankles.
Oh my god,
They're
I
all
love those.
swollen and tree trunk like.
You have
no,
the
okay.
hottest ankles.
I'm an ankle model. Actually, my ankles are very cute. I've always thought
Me
that.
too. Do you want to have an ankle hotness contest? Let's
Maybe
put
we
on our
should.
patreon.com/dragdungeon.
I love it. It's really cute. And you know, I got a tattoo on my ankle. I'll just say that.
Of a butterfly?
No, it's not a butterfly. I love it and everything, but it made me sad that I got it on my ankle because I'm like, my ankle's so cute, and now I just marked it all up. But I love the tattoo.
No, it is cute. Why don't you post a picture of it? It is cute.
Of my tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
Or my ankle? Or both? I guess it would be both.
The tattoo on your fucking ankle, girl.
Oh, all right. Maybe I will. All right. Let's talk about Drag Race. Moulin, Ru, the Rusical. I'm so sick of saying Ru with everything. Ugh.
Oh, do you think they do that on purpose?
I think they do it too much.
Yeah.
Moulin, Ru, the Rusical.
Well, it's the dreaded Rusical episode, which we hate famously in every season.
Yes. Well, how did you feel about this whole episode? What did you think of the Rusical as a whole? And then we'll break it down.
I hate to disappoint our listeners, but I didn't hate it.
Me neither.
I didn't hate it. And I was surprised too, because usually the Rusical thing, trauma. But no, I did not hate it. So what about you?
Yeah, I didn't hate it either. I was entertained thanks to one or two of these bitches. And I can't say they all did that for me, but a couple of them I was like very kind of impressed with. Like I think that if this season wasn't tilted towards Willow Pill, I think that Lady Camden could win this whole damn thing. But it's too tilted to Willow Pill. It's not going to happen.
Oh, she's absolutely the dark horse.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's too tilted to Willow Pill. I mean, and Willow Pill gets praised for shit that I'm like, are we watching the same goddamn Runway? Like, what are you talking about?
No, she's gonna win. She'll win.
She'll win. But you know, if it wasn't tilted, then I think Lady Camden would have a great shot at winning this whole thing, and fucking deserves to. Everything she's done has been great. I mean, not every runway, but a lot of them have been good, and her performances are stellar. She hasn't done poorly ever.
Look, she's gonna be great on All Stars 7.
Oh, that bitch will be back for All Stars. If any of them deserve to be, it would be her.
Yeah, it'll be her. And Jasmine also.
Yes, Jasmine, Angeria. I could see Angeria coming back.
Yeah, because I don't think Anjuri's going to win either. I think at this point we can go ahead and speculate freely. Not that we ever didn't before, but I think Jasmine and Juria, if anyone were going to be on the soonest All-Stars, it would be Jasmine and Juria and Lady C.
Yeah, I agree. There's some of them I don't think we'll ever see again. Some of them have been eliminated. Like this season seems like so long. Like I keep forgetting that Maddie Morphosis was on this season. Did you know that?
I did. Well, I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, well, shit. Who's been eliminated? And I could think of Maddie Morphosis and Orion's Story, and that's it.
Kornbread.
Okay, Kornbread.
Yeah, Kornbread. There was another couple.
Yeah, and Kornbread just said on Twitter, of course talk is cheap and tweets are cheaper, that Kornbread said, I will not be returning for season 15. And I'm like, oh.
Thank God. I mean, aw.
I'm like, okay, I don't know why you would turn that down, but I don't know why. Because Kornbread to me was like the clear, if not winner, top 3. Clear.
Well, I think she fucked up by going in on Jasmine so hard and bullying her and stuff. I think she fucked up. I don't know if maybe she's embarrassed about that or something, because she really did fuck up. Like, she was just an outright bitch to Jasmine for zero reason at all. Like, she was just relentlessly mean. So, bye, bitch. I'm not sad she's not coming back.
Yeah, I'm fine. Either way.
Block. Is there a block button for people to get on, come back to Drag Race? Block.
Block, deny, report.
I report to administrator. Okay, so there was no mini challenge, which I was disappointed there was no mini challenge. I needed some buffer into this shit. I don't know why. I was thinking I was disappointed.
Which mini challenge would you have liked from the past? Which one? Would it be the ball swinging golf? Would it be puppets? Bubble wrap? Reading? Anything?
Like this season or of all time?
All time.
Okay. Well, I like the wet t-shirt contest one from season 4.
Me too. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I would pick that. Or
didn't Willow win that? Rightfully so.
I think so. Yeah. Or one like, you know, when they had, remember when they had like the leaf blower and they just blew all over their faces and like
that was season 7, I think. And yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, maybe something like that would have been good. Remember season 1, they literally took Polaroids of themselves, like selfies. And whoever gave the best face
they gave everyone an Etch-a-Sketch, and we're like, who can sketch their teammate the best? I mean, it was real budgety stuff.
Yeah, but that wet t-shirt one is
mine
best,
too.
yeah.
Just love wet tits.
Yeah, if they're plastic or not. My coconuts.
You can put them in your mouth.
Jimbo, I miss you. Actually, I say that, but I watch Jimbo shit online all the time. So.
Me too.
My favorite Jimbo, I just want to say again, where she's sitting there and she says, so I was laying in bed and I was thinking about coming out and saying how stupid your look is, that one with the balls on it, and the stupid ties, and what a dumb bitch you are. And I was going to say all of this, and then I thought about RuPaul saying I should just let it go, so I did, and I'm not going to say any of that.
You know, I've said for a while now that Nikki Glaser is my favorite. We don't have guests because I feel like 2 people is good enough. Nikki Glaser, I would love, but Jimbo is right up there. Probably number Jimbo. 2 for me. Jimbo, or maybe even number 1. I would love Jimbo, but maybe it would win the fantasy. I can't see that happening. I just love Jimbo so much. We both do.
Jimbo, if you listen to this, or your man, if you listen to this, I don't know. That's like a pronoun I just threw out. I don't know what their pronoun is. Your significant other, whatever.
Your partner follows us on Instagram, so
call us.
5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes. It will make our life.
It would make me so happy, Jimbo, and I can't promise we wouldn't intro you with my coconuts. One of us would sing it. If we
absolutely.
Can't yeah. Oh, Jimbo. Okay, I'm glad we started this episode out talking about Jimbo because it just makes me happy, gets me going. Okay, so at the beginning of this episode, we find out Diabetes still bitter about Jasmine.
She's like, your lipstick message was too long. You should have been gone long ago. And I'm like, Daya, weren't you eliminated the first episode of this season, if I remember correctly? I feel like you were eliminated the first episode.
Well, and she was bitching because Jasmine said Deja and Georges and someone else, whoever that was, should be the top 3. And she was like, I should be insulted that she didn't say me. I'm like, Daya Bitter, you are the worst. I'm like, what is going on? Like,
you know what? I'm giving her a pass. I'm giving her a Drag Dungeon golden ticket pass because I know the producers had a hand in this because I just watched that Roscoe's thing. They get along famously. They do not hate each other. It does not matter. It's not real. So I don't care.
Well, they always say that afterwards. Like, oh, we're best friends. Don't come for her. Like, they always do that afterwards. I know this is a TV show. It's all overproduced. It's all manipulated. We've talked about this 100,000 times, how, like, you know, puppet strings and all this fucking shit is take 2 of you bitching about her. You know, like, it's all that. So we know it's not real, but if we don't play along, what are we doing here?
No, I do like, I love playing along, but I also love that they're friends at the end of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of why the Roscoe's thing is a spoiler a little bit, because it gives us, before the reunion, where we get to see, like, how they really feel about each other, like the iconic Vixen moment, I just came here to say this, and then walk off moment, or the Valentina, Tammy Brown, or Valentina versus whomever, saying, you'd never return my call. You don't love me, you never return my fucking call. Like, I love that. But we used to accept the show at face value, but I feel now with so much social media interaction going live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, we have to take in those extra elements for context, because
it's true.
It just adds to the show. So
I know. After I said that, I thought, what am I talking about? I always talk about this being rigged because of people having, you know, contracts with World of Wonder and like all this. I'm always saying that. You know,
Jujubee. Okay.
Jujubee.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was gonna say, other than the Roscoe thing, I'm surprised they even let them do that. I'm like, that's pretty revealing, you know, to let them give all this little behind the scenes stuff. And you know, when you put them in those situations, you can't control it, so they can just run their mouths off. So it surprises me that that's even allowed somehow. But, you know, whatever. Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, thanks.
We love it. All right, so let's just cut to the Maxi Challenge, the Rusical. Oh, I want to say, let's just talk about some of these bitches, like some of the things that came along and they said, like Georges, for instance. Georges has on my last nerve with her stupid attitude, and she's so ignorant. She's like, doesn't know what certain things are that she absolutely should know, but she knows who Cardi B is, of course. Like, what is up with her? Oh, I hate musicals. Musicals are stupid. And then she comes out, I'm just like Cardi B. I'm like, are you serious?
I was waiting to talk about that with you because, you know, both of us set our musical theater pass. You have a more relevant one than I do, but we both went to school for I'm a dropout, but we both went to school for musical theater, and I gotta say I'm kind of on with Georges on, I think musicals are obnoxious and irritating out of context, but when you're sitting in that theater, the dark theater on Broadway, watching it, it is a magical thing, and I don't want to take anything away from that, because there are a ton of people who appreciate that art. Out of context, yes, it is irritating. And going to school for it, yes, it is irritating. You know how many times I had to hear people singing in whisper tones, you know, suddenly see more. You're right here beside me. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, go into a private rehearsal room. I don't need to hear you singing at half voice. Like, it really, so I do get where she's coming from, but to dismiss it all is very, well, you're alienating a lot of your audience, frankly, because these are gay people.
Right, it's a mistake. You know, okay, this is gonna, I don't know what this is gonna sound like, but I'm saying anyways. Well-rounded people, you have to, like, have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, in my opinion. So you hate musicals. Why do you hate musicals? Excuse me. Do you hate all musicals? Like, why? Like, there's something that's not going to go away. So as a drag queen, as a performer that has to do with music, maybe she doesn't sing. That's okay. Why not watch a show that has a lot of dancing? She says, I'm a dancer. No, girl. You're not a dancer. You're a mover.
You're a video hoe.
You're a mover. Like, that's the whole thing. They keep saying she's such a dancer. She's a mover.
She's a video hoe, and there's a difference. I think you were doing yourself a huge disservice by dismissing the entire musical theater fan community, which I know there are many. I just think that's another element that you should add to your repertoire. I think you should mix it up. Because people are going to get bored with Beyonce tracks. Sorry, Beehive, don't come for me. The top 40 stuff is you're going to age out of it, and there will be a new top 40. For instance, you and I, our top 40 was different than Gen Z's top 40.
Yep.
And you will age out of it, and people will be tired of Beyonce because guess what? A lot of people don't know who. A lot of people who are 18 to 20 years old don't know who Madonna is. Don't know who Madonna is. In fact, that chick from TikTok, what's her name, Addison Rae, they asked her about Britney Spears and what she admired about Britney Spears on Jimmy Fallon. I think I referenced this before, and she was like, I just think she's really great. And I'm like, Britney Spears? Not to say that she's a Madonna, but you couldn't think of anything to compliment Britney Spears on. So just take that into account. This is free advice from Drag Dungeon Podcast.
You do have to. You have to soak up all kinds of culture as a drag queen because you are reflecting. What did Ru? Does Ru say this, or am I just saying this? Like, you sort of reflect as like pop culture. Well, Ru has said this about learning pop culture. Like, you do sort of take all of that and sort of reflect it back onto people. You know, like, really great drag queens don't just come out and do, I'm Cardi B, yes! Like, that's not a great drag queen. That doesn't make you a great drag queen because you can move to a Cardi B song.
I love Cardi B. In 5 years, no one will care.
Nope.
Sorry.
They won't.
No,
but if you come out and do, I don't know, what's a great, like, if you did a song for, well, if I did a song from a musical, what song would I do? I'm not saying you should do a song for a musical per se, but there are some that you could do and pull off as a drag queen. I mean, maybe come out and do, you know, After the Parade Passes By. Like, I mean, you could do that.
Well, I mean, you know, my favorite musical is Chicago. All those songs are appropriate for drag queens.
All of them, yeah.
Every single one.
Yes.
So that's.
I mean, Moulin Rouge is a musical, for Christ's sake.
Moulin Rouge, I love the movie. That's part of the reason why I like this. And they do reference also the song by Christina Aguilera, Pink, Maya, Missy Elliott, Lil Kim. They reference that. Bibi Zahara Benet, she was in there. Yeah. So.
Did you catch it?
No.
When they did Rikki Tikki Tata.
Okay.
I think
all
that's
right.
Bibi. When she did that thing on All Stars, she did this weird thing. But yeah, no, it's all there. Like, you know the movie Bring It On, where they had to scramble and put a routine together because they bought a routine from somebody that you find out he sold to another team. And they're looking at all these classic, like, movies and musicals and taking the dance moves from them. Like, Sweet Charity was a big one. Like, that they, like, Georges thinks she's hot shit. She's not a dancer. She's a mover. If she were a dancer, she would know things like Sweet Charity. She would know things like, even Bob Fosse. I know that's very, like, you know, I don't know what that is, very gay, whatever. But you would know some of this shit if you're really a dancer. I'm not scared of Georges. I would do a dance lip sync to that bitch right
I would
now.
Too. I would
right now. And I
too.
would win because she does the same ass shit that she always does. Okay, I'm done.
She does, yeah, she does video girl moves, and I'm not taking anything away from her. I'm just saying there is a scope.
Yep.
And she has a very narrow scope of her ability. And the sad part is she has the ability to do a lot more, but she's not interested, is what she's telling us. She's not interested.
She's not.
She could she could fuck Bob Fosse's numbers and choreography up. She could do Chicago, she could fuck that shit up. Nail it to the wall. But she's not interested in it, which is a mistake. It's a mistake, so.
It really is. It's sad. Maybe, she's really young. I mean, maybe someone will step in and help her. I don't know.
Well, maybe if somebody does it on TikTok, she'll be excited about it, so.
Maybe. If Cardi B's like, I love the musical Hairspray, then maybe she'll, watch it.
Right.
Even though I don't really like it, but that's a whole other thing. All right. Maxi Challenge. Okay, so this Moulin Rouge musical is playing here in Chicago. I walk past that theater, every day. It is playing here, so I could go watch it, maybe.
And the tickets are free?
They are not. I have to say something extremely controversial, yet brave.
Do it.
I don't know if I've ever seen the whole movie, Moulin Rouge. I think I've seen only parts of it.
The Laz Luhrmann. What's his name? Baz Luhrmann.
Who? Oh, Baz Luhrmann. Yes, I'm not. I had a friend who was my roommate. He loved the movie. He watched it so much I wanted to vomit. So much.
Oh, it really is good though.
So much. I can't handle that.
It really is good. I understand where you're coming from.
You love it. But if you watch it
and the soundtrack, I mean, it's just, and that's why part of why I liked this episode is because they took RuPaul's songs and transformed them into mashups and medleys, and it really kind of worked, which shocked me. It really kind of worked. So
I think that's partly why I probably didn't watch it all, because I was being pressured a lot into watching it. And when you pressure somebody into doing something, they go the opposite direction.
Like anal, yeah, absolutely. You run
yeah.
the opposite direction for sure.
Yeah, I've seen most of it. I know what happens at the end, and I know it's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of story, right?
Yeah,
kind of. And
I haven't seen it in years, but I do remember the songs. And Nicole Kidman, I love a singer that's a non-singer singing, which is Nicole Kidman, and what's his name?
Ewan McGregor.
He was at the peak of his beauty as a man at that time.
I agree.
So I love non-singers singing. Also, Renee Zellweger, Catherine Zeta-Jones in Chicago. I love non-singers singing. LaToya Jackson is my favorite, of course. But
we do. We talk about it all the time, Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, there's an example of one. Who else? Who else are not?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Shut up.
My niece.
Remy Ma.
Shut your whore mouth. My niece asked me about going to see Olivia Rodrigo, and I was like, well, maybe I'll buy her tickets. She goes, yeah, her tickets are $1,000. I said, excuse me?
Who did we go see that sang in front of that
Gomez.
Okay, we saw Selena Gomez. She's definitely a non-singer. We saw John
Camila Cabello.
We went to her. We saw her run off stage when Fifth Harmony broke up.
We were there.
We were there the moment they broke up. We do believe. But yeah, and Selena Gomez, we saw her concert. Tragic. We've talked about this on past episodes. Go to Apple Podcasts and go back through our back catalog, and you hear all about these concerts. But who was the one in the front of the big block? Michelle Rodriguez? No.
The
big block. Children's blocks, and she was dressed
Melanie Martinez.
Yeah, she was dressed like Peep from
and we left
American Horror Story Freak Show.
Before half the show was over, we left. It was there were strong, I'm not going to say the P word, but there were P word vibes. Why were there adult men in their 50s and 60s in the audience? Watching a girl, 18 to 20-year-old girl crawl out of a child's crib and dance barefoot, it creeped me the fuck out.
Yeah, it was gross. All right, so back to the Rusical. Okay, so we find out that, they all do their rehearsals and whatever. Nothing too exciting happens. But they find out Leslie Jordan is the guest director. That's fun. He's fun.
So fun.
I think.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's pretty fun. He's funny, I guess.
He was great on Will and Grace. He was the kind of Karen's nemesis on Will and Grace.
And someone said their grandma was a Will and Grace fan. Shut
up,
bitch.
I wrote that down. And wait a minute.
I think it was Dia
Bosco. My grandmother
Bosco.
was a big Will and Grace fan. Bosco, you are not that young. I need you to reel it in, ho.
Real. And your eyebrows look stupid. There, I said it. You said something mean, so did I. I'm just kidding.
Will and fucking my grandma was a fan of Will and Grace. Well,
fuck you, bitch.
She must have gotten pregnant when she was 12. Maybe you know what? Let me withhold judgment because I like Bosco, but I found that very tacky.
All right. So they had to hand out the roles, and they were acting all stupid about these roles. I'm putting my foot down. I'm like, who gave you the right to put your foot down about anything? I would just be like,
Diabetes.
Lady Camden to Bosco, I'd be like, no, you're not, bitch. I'm doing this. We're done. I will beat the living shit out of you.
Let me tell you, if I wanted a role that bad, I would hold on to it until a producer had to come intervene.
That is correct. You would have to pry it out of my cold dead goddamn hands.
Exactly. I'd be like, no, I'm not. Nope. Absolutely not.
Off.
And I had a little respect for Diabetic for saying, I think that I've made it clear that compromise is for losers. And you know what? I agree. Yeah. If you really feel strongly, and I felt like Lady Camden, we find out that she would have been a better Saltine. I also love the name Saltine and the shade that it is toward white people, because calling white people a cracker is not exactly offensive. Nobody cares. Saltine is the superior insult. Call a white person a saltine. That's an elevated insult. So I do appreciate that humor. But I think Lady Camden would have been better in retrospect after the end of this episode. Of course, we're not there yet. But I did love Diabetic saying, guess what? I started this. Liking Diabetic more and more. Hate to say it.
I just wish she wouldn't talk. Like, I just don't
Sure.
like her. Yeah, her voice sounds...
No talking and no runways, and we could really get along.
Yeah, perfect. Don't speak, and I never want to look at you. We'll be best friends. So all of these roles, we'll go through them real fast. Angeria, charisma. Dia, bitter. Uniqueness. Deja was nerve. Georges was talent. Irony.
I thought Deja sucked.
Well, we'll talk about Deja in a minute here. So, because I have some things. I have some notes about her. Mm-hmm. Bosco was Saltine. Willow was Green Fairy. And Lady Camden was Mama Z. Okay, so you mentioned Deja. Okay, so I still think Deja is getting hosed with this. She's still not getting the sound bites. She's still not getting the attention. She's not hardly on camera during this thing, and except when she does her rap. Like, I think that Ru is not... Okay, this is going to be controversial, yeah, but I think Ru is not putting the camera on her because she's not a skinny...
Talented queen.
Skinny... Okay, I wasn't going to say... talented, but
all right.
I think she's not a skinny like queen. She's not a skinny, beautiful little thing, and so she's not getting camera time.
Oh, sure, yeah, I see that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of. Do you really think that? Or are you like?
No, I actually thought that.
I'm not believing what you're saying here.
I'm half joking. I actually thought that her performance during the Rusical was very underwhelming. So I think she should have been in there. I thought Georges. This isn't a spoiler because you've already watched this by this point if you're listening to this. I think Georges did better than Deja. I think Deja was very low energy. Yes. So,
Okay, well, we'll get to the performances.
Sure.
Oh, I guess maybe we are there. There's less to this episode than I think there is. So, yeah, we could definitely talk about the performances. So you think that Deja was better than Georges. Okay, so...
No, vice versa.
Oh, you think Georges was better than Deja?
Okay.
Okay. I'll present this to you. Georges gave no face. She gives no face ever. She's a mover that gives no face. And she gave no face during this performance. Like, she gave no emotion. She is, unless it's fucking Cardi B, she has, like, no personality in the song at all.
Okay.
And Deja, at least she came out during the rap part and, like, had those... You know, the dancers on the leashes. I mean, that was pretty hot. Like, that part was good. They were
Did you see her face during I wish we could put the clip in, but Viacom CBS is fucking Nazis.
Oh my god, you are so scarred and so...
I am.
Some kind of way about that.
Those fucking Nazis will come for us if we put a clip in, so I won't. But I thought Deja's face was completely dead during that. And although Georges may not have had, a whole repertoire of expressions, I thought she was at least giving like hoe face, like video hoe looks. So I think she did better than Deja. So fight me in the comments.
All right. If that's what you think, I'll just agree that you're wrong.
All right. Well, as Diabetes says, you're willing to be wrong, or one of them said that.
Oh my God, that was Bosco, because that whole fight between them was so stupid, And I love that Bosco, felt like she won and she's all that, and then she fucking tanked and almost got sent home.
Didn't you know?
Bitch.
Didn't you know when they were fighting over the role of Saltine the Cracker that Bosco was going home? You knew immediately, right?
Yeah, that whole thing, they would not have even have done that. That they would have cut all that out and left it on the floor if it wouldn't have come to
I'm
that.
telling you, a producer would have come and had to get on camera and break the fourth wall and tell me, you can't have this. That if I felt that strongly about a role, which I doubt I would, because I'm good at everything, a producer would have had to come and tell me, you cannot have this. I'm telling you.
Yes. They would. I feel the same way. They would have to be like, we're destroying your contract in front of you and you're never on the show again if you don't give this back. Then like, okay, fine. But other than that, I don't fucking think so.
I did love when Deja was like, I don't care what anybody says, I'm playing charisma.
And nobody cared.
And everybody's like, that's fine, she's the fat one. Nobody gave a fuck.
No one cared.
You can have her.
No one cares, girl.
So pathetic.
All right, so the best performances, well, we know Lady Camden. Who else were in the best for you?
Oh, Lady Camden. Fucking slayed it. And Willow Pill. Bitch, be on Broadway. Be on Broadway. Do you disagree?
Well, Lady Camden was incredible. I knew when she started she was going to kill it.
Oh,
she killed
my God.
it.
Be the MC in Cabaret. They're waiting for you.
Yeah, I mean, she could do it here. She could do it in London because she's, England.
The West End. Yeah.
She could absolutely go and do it there. And I bet I don't know, there's one, people say that, but you can't just because you're good at something go on Broadway. I mean, you have to be able to have the stamina to do that kind of performance every night.
8 times a week.
Yes, 8 times a week for however long it runs for. So, yeah, she's good. Can she do it that many times? I don't know. I mean, that's a whole nother story. But she was really great. I do think so. Willow was fine. The thing about Willow is her choreography was very simple compared to everyone else's.
It was simple.
And two, she wasn't always on the whole time. Like, she was a little off if you watch it here and there. But I'm also irritated with Willow Pill because of a lot of Jinx.
Yeah, you
things,
don't like Willow.
Whatever. Yeah, so I'm a little already.
I have to say that choreo was simple because I was like, I could do that, and I'm not a great dancer, so I was like, I could do that. But I thought that maybe she just had a great part. When they said Green Fury, I immediately thought Angeria or Willow. Because they're the smaller, weirder ones, which were played by Kylie Minogue in the movie.
I know. Why didn't they get Kylie Minogue for this?
Just
kidding. She wouldn't even show up when they had a cameo on the show. She was
they give it to Willow, and Willow really knocked it out of the park. So
she was good. Okay, she was good. Okay,
well, give her flowers. She deserved them for that.
All right, I guess so. Okay. Who else? Did you like Bitter Betty? I mean, Dia Betty. Did you like her?
I wasn't distracted by her either way, good or bad. I thought that she wore the lighter colored outfit than everyone.
She was smart to do that, to wear that pink and to stick out. Yeah, I mean, if you nothing else, wear something different than everyone else is, and people are going to pay. I mean, as long as it's within the world that you're performing in, and you'll stick out in a good way.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's talk about Bosco's performance. So Bosco being Saltine. What's her name in the movie? Not Saltine.
Satine or Satine or something. No, it's very similar.
Satine.
Satay. That's a piece of furniture. Yeah.
Yeah, a piece of furniture, right.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in years.
I'm telling you. Okay, so why did she have black hair and a black dress? She looked like a maid. Did you get maid vibes? I got maid vibes from that
I thought
outfit.
she should have had blonde hair.
Absolutely.
And
white hair. Anything.
And I hated the bodysuit because it had no waist. It was just dangly. I was like, this should have been better. I didn't like it. And I'm a Bosco fan. And also, she does something weird when she lip syncs, and I'm sorry. Sorry to judge, but not sorry. She lip syncs weird. She opens her mouth really wide and does not enunciate the words and you know what I mean? Remember who was Alyssa Edwards' nemesis?
Coco Montrese.
Coco Montrese. Remember when she pointed at her mouth? She enunciated every fucking word. Bosco has a lazier delivery with the lip sync that bothers me.
A lazy delivery with the lip sync.
Like she's not doing.
Have you ever been accused of having a lazy delivery?
Never. Not in a sexual situation. Never.
Yeah.
But that's me looking at it with a magnifying glass. What did you think of it?
Well, like I said, I didn't like her outfit and her hair choice. I think were very wrong for the stage.
Blonde.
Very wrong. If you're going to be like the little ingenue character, even do red. Rip off Nicole Kidman's look, for fuck's sake. Like, do something other than black on black, and then you're on stage trying to stick out. Like, what did she think was going to happen? And the eyebrow thing, yeah, I do agree. And I know Michelle said that the eyebrows took her out. I agree with that, but I don't know what else she could do. Like, if she did, because those eyebrows are so much her character. If she didn't have them, we may not even know who she is.
Yeah, I understand where Michelle's coming from. Ooh, I hate to say that. Hurt me to say that. But I don't care. I didn't care. The eyebrows were not the problem.
No, they were the least of her problems.
They were.
Sure. Okay, so anyone else during the performances that you'd like to talk about?
Let's go to the looks.
I can't believe Angeria faded in the background so much. We didn't even hardly mention her.
I have to say, though, I love the high-pitched voice that they used for Angeria. I thought it was really funny for her.
It was cute. The whole thing was pretty good. There was just a few problems.
It was not a bad Rusical, and I fucking hate Rusical, so this was not bad.
Well, I'm wondering if they've had some bad ones in the past. Like, even the performances weren't very good. Like, which one was it though? They all sucked. Like, there was one.
Rats the musical in UK was.
Oh, Rats was.
It traumatized me.
It was pretty bad. There was another one too that everyone did bad, and it was like embarrassing, and Rue was not pleased. There was other ones that happened. Anyway,
any of them.
Yeah. So, all right, the judging. We should talk about the judging a little bit because. Oh wait, we have to do the runways first. We didn't judge the runways. Let's talk about the runways. Runway. Okay, with the runways, let's start with this. Rue's look. What did you think of Rue's look?
Well, this was clearly, I think shot in the same day as the album cover for Mama Rue.
Accurate. That is probably
Don't blame
accurate.
it on the edit. You said it. Don't blame it on the edit. That fucking stupid drop at.
Give them what they want. Give them what they want. Yeah.
So, whatever. I don't care. I hate it because of that, because it harkens back to that awful memory of, don't blame it on the edit. You said it when RuPaul thought that he could sing or rap. I mean, RuPaul can sing. He can't rap. Sorry.
RuPaul's a non-singer that sings. I mean, she is.
Oh, shots fired. I hated it.
You hate this look?
Just because of the memory. Yeah.
I like it from the waist up. Like, I love to see Rue wearing, like, colors like this, and I think her eye makeup looks really good, and I even like the Elvis hair, but the bottom should be, again, like, all the way to the floor. Not this, like, weird...
I'd raise a ladder for that outfit, and I set it right on the bottom of that dress.
Like, it's like an hourglass, almost. I wish it were all the way to the floor.
All right.
Think if it was all the way to the floor.
Quit reaching.
All right, I kind of liked it. I didn't hate it. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's that little like what is that? Hold on a second.
I know you are Googling something.
No, look at the pictures that you sent me. No, look at the pictures that you sent me. And tell me what is weird about that. Oh, you know what? I know why that's there. It's a pause thing. Never mind. I thought I looked like detected and like solved a mystery. Never mind. All right, let's talk about the runways. Who do we have first?
Lady Camden.
Yes. What did you think?
I thought it was a cute look. I liked her kind of. I was more focused on the neck up. I liked the headpiece. I liked the lipstick that was kind of like a smeary. I don't know what you call that. Like a smeary.
Like she was taking it off.
Yeah, like a blurry kind of. Like one of those lip smackers things from the 90s. Like a lip stain that's a little smear. I don't know. It was cute. You like it?
Well, I said the same thing. I thought the same thing that Ross said, which, oh my God, I can't believe I said that after you said Michelle.
Wow, you just put yourself in there.
This is really awful. Ross cross-dressed for less. I like the waist up of this. The waist down, what are you doing? Why bother? Wear something else on the waist down. But I like the waist up, and she looks like a little elf. She looks cute. I think this is cute. To me, is what it is, more than pretty or fabulous. It's just kind of cute.
It's cute enough. We're short on time. Let's go. Bosco.
All right. Oh my God. Bosco wearing the same thing she's always worn. Next.
The Tin Man. Okay. Willow Pill.
I don't care. Like, it's the same thing. We've talked about that outfit 4 times already.
I didn't like Willow Pills. Sorry.
This is garbage.
Yeah.
This is trash.
I don't like it.
It is stupid. Like those fireworks on the back. Did you see when she turned around? There's literally like stuck on the back of the outfit.
It's so bad that I didn't even get the joke where Audra Day said it's illegal in 13 states, and I'm like, what is
fireworks?
Anal, and I'm like, oh, fireworks. Stupid. Okay.
And they were like, when they were judging this outfit, we can just say this now. Like Michelle was like, this is cute, and they were like trying to like make it to a thing. I mean, this is like the worst thing Willow Pill maybe has worn this whole entire
It's a no
season.
from me, dog. No.
It's a no. All right, next. So we have Angeria wearing bathroom tile. I mean...
Okay.
Now, come on, this looks like a fancy bathroom tile. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty inside like You know what? I don't love it, and I like this style. What's it called? Mosaic, like broken up mosaic pieces.
Yeah,
it has a name, but I forgot it. It's used a lot in churches and things. They criticize some people for not using mirrors. There's nothing mirrored about this. It's metallic, so she didn't meet the challenge. It's not a bad look, but it didn't meet the challenge. So if you're going to criticize one person about not using mirrors, then I'm sorry, Andrea did not. She looked great. There was nothing mirrored about this.
Yeah, it's pretty. And then if this is a nude illusion, I don't know what this is. Like when she turned around in the back, I was like, is that supposed to be nude illusion? It looks like it makes her look like she's like missing some parts. I can't explain it. We don't have a picture of the back, but it just doesn't look like it doesn't look right. Okay, so Diet Betty.
I don't want to see her stick her tongue out ever again in my life.
Ever again, and I fucking hate those shoes.
That's cheating. To me, not wearing heels is cheating. Just going to say it. It's cheating. I love Kiss too. I love Gene Simmons. I love all of it. But not wearing heels is cheating on Drag Race. Sorry.
Yeah, those shoes have been worn by so many queens. They're probably the same boots that they all just give to each other.
I had those shoes in high school. That is cheating. That is not
Trash.
uncomfortable. It's not fashion. It's not for Drag Race. Sorry.
No, trash. And I noticed one thing. She's wearing the cape, and then she gets to the back to leave, and the cape is gone. So some bad fucking editing. That happened.
Hashtag World of Wonder. Clock on.
Yeah.
Call them out. Read
Deja Sky is next.
Some bullshit. I don't know what this is.
Stupid crap.
It's ugly.
Yeah. Looks like it's fucking construction paper.
What's underneath looks fine, but what's on top, no.
It's dumb as hell. I can barely see the shoes through that dress, but they're awful too. So next. Okay, so next we have Georges.
I mean,
I can fix it. Pick me.
Go ahead.
Okay, those boots gotta go.
All right.
Those boots are fucking stupid
Yeah.
with that dress. They should not be thigh-high boots with
Too
the
much.
dress that comes
You're
to
too
your
much of your
thighs.
body is covered.
That is correct. Get rid of those. Get rid of those gloves. The gloves looked like her legs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get rid of those gloves. Get rid of those boots. Different shoe. This could have been fantastic.
Bigger
It's not
tits.
ugly. Do you like her hair?
It's wet hair.
It's a little... She's got some Pat Benatar going on her.
I don't hate it, but I know you have a thing against wet hair.
I don't like wet hair.
And black lipstick.
Black lipstick. Well, think if she had different shoes. Like, she had some cute, like, some other kind of heels
I
on.
think
They could be, like, spiky heels and stuff.
I think, yeah, a light strapless, light high heel, super stiletto would be super fierce with this.
Yeah.
I used the F word.
Yes, you did. These stupid boots. Fuck her. No, I'm kidding. This needs work. Redo.
That's it for the runway. Lip sync.
For the runway. So we know that they asked them all who should go home, which is always fun. But then it's the thing about this is based on track record. I hate when they do that, but this was fun though that they all picked Bosco.
I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh Jesus.
Yeah,
nope. I feel like it's cheating because once somebody says Bosco, and this has happened in previous seasons, everybody follows suit and says Bosco, 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 Bosco. And I'm like, oh, I see. It really is a ganging up situation. And this is one of the things I don't like about Drag Race because a lot of gay folks and queer folks in general have a lot of trauma related to gym class in school. Yeah. It's true. And I think it's kind of nasty to make people either pick teams. Sorry. I mean, I know you have to be tough to walk in this skin, but to say, who do you think should go home? It's just, it feels mean to me. And I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying it doesn't make me feel good. I like Bosco. I don't think that everybody should have chosen Bosco. I think somebody else probably had a different idea, and maybe they should have been bold enough to say it.
Well, I 1000% would have said something like, Willow Pill, I fucking hate that bitch.
Absolutely.
Even if you didn't. I would have
go after the front runner.
Yeah. I would have been like, she's a lion-ass hoe.
And guess what? Yeah, because you're smart, and because what's the smarter way to be in the finale? Go against the front runner.
Yeah.
Hello. Don't go against Bosco, who 4 people before you have already said they should go home. Say, yeah, Willow Pill and Jiria sucked this week. Willow Pill sucked. You know, go against somebody that's a front runner. You fucking morons.
Just make up a story.
Yeah.
Make up some story. Like,
it doesn't have to be real.
Pill should go home because she said she's bringing up bomb. She admires Tara Sanchez, and she told me off camera.
I heard Willow say she loves Lucian Piani. Yeah, make something up.
Yes.
Morals and values have nothing to do with reality TV production, okay?
No, I would be like, Willow Pill because she gave Lucian Piani $1 when he was sitting outside the...
Absolutely. Anything.
That's
Anything.
Awful. Lucian, I feel bad for him. Do you think Rue went out to destroy him? I don't know. Allegedly.
Patreon.com/dragdungeon if you like that opinion.
All right. So Lady Camden wins $5,000, trip to New York to see Moulin Rouge. I'm like, really? Because I can get on a train and see it in like 30 minutes.
Let her have her flowers. Let her have it. Now, truth be told, I wouldn't go see that for free.
No, pass. But, watch the movie, I guess.
I would go see it for free. I saw La Cage aux Folles, and I was like, I could have stayed home.
Yeah, when I lived in St. Louis, I went to musicals I forgot about. What did I see? I saw
fucking Cats. I dare you to top me.
Oh my God.
I dare you to.
How did you live to tell about that? Oh, I saw Cats, but not like I saw it in like a community theater situation.
Well, that's even okay. You win. That's worse.
Really bad.
The only way Cats could be worse in St. Louis is if you saw it outside at the Muni in the heat in 110 degrees.
I saw Mary Poppins at the Muni, and the Mary Poppins, the person who played her made a vocal choice that ruined the whole musical for me.
A spoonful of sugar.
Did you watch it? Did you see it?
No.
Her voice was like this. Oh, Bert. Like, it was like clearly a choice. It was so distracting. I couldn't. And then Mary Poppins, she gets on at the end. She's like on a spoiler alert. She gets on like on a zip line or something, and they like she like flies above the crowd. Like, it's so fucking stupid. But when I saw Cats, I like the story. It's actually funny. It was at a community theater, and the cat who comes out, whatever her name is, I don't care. Memory all alone. She doesn't have a voice like that, but it's memory. And she gets on this little little cart thing that's like part of the moon, and it's supposed to like lift her off into heaven or whatever. So she gets on it. She gets done with, let the memory live again, and she's like singing, and it's moving up, and it's like really slow. And she stops singing about halfway through, and it's still this whirr. She's still going up. And we're like, still going. And the music had stopped, and she wasn't even singing. And it's just whirr.
And then she fell to her death.
Now, that would have been incredible. But no, that didn't happen.
Grisabella.
Grisabella. Oh, yes. And it was just so hilarious that it was like we're just sitting there looking at each other like, what the hell? She should already be gone.
If you want to hear our adventures in musical theater hell, subscribe to our patreon.com/dragdungeon, because we have a lot of tea to spill and stories to tell. Such as me and my family leaving a Sarah Brightman concert midway through. Because that bitch is fucking crazy.
I don't know that story. Okay, yeah, Patreon, we'll talk about it. All right, so this episode, Bottom, Georges versus Bosco. This was a total fucking setup. When they were going to perform together, and I was like, please, Ru, make them do some ballads, some fucking crap. And here comes Whitney Houston, Heartbreak Hotel. I'm like, well, we know Bosco's losing.
Yeah, I did, for sure.
I really think the producers are in on this shit. Ru's like, oh,
no, how
George
dare
is in
you?
the bottom. Well, we got to pick a Whitney Houston song.
They're like, hurry up, get the chocolate in there. Hurry up,
Could you imagine
slide it in there.
If they did, like, Whitney Houston, The Greatest Love or something.
The Greatest Love.
Yeah, that would have been better, because see what Georges can actually do.
Tell me in the comments if you like Whitney Houston's last album, because a lot of people hate it, and I look to you as the album. I love it. It's my favorite Whitney Houston album, and everybody hates it and hates on it. It's my favorite album.
Well, that's what we do. We like the one no one
I
else
love
thinks.
it. I love her drug voice, allegedly.
Yeah.
Even though it's available publicly in the autopsy, I love her drug voice. Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, we always like the one no one else likes. Like, I really like Mariah Carey's Charm Bracelet album, and everyone hates it.
Oh, Make It Through the Rain? I made it through.
I made it through, bitch. That is a good album.
She should do Make It Through Ukraine.
Okay, now. Don't get crazy.
I'm Team Ukraine all the way, baby.
Make it through you. Oh, like Make It Through Ukraine.
I
Okay.
couldn't make it
I get it.
through Ukraine. Absolutely.
I like that album, even though it's not her best, but it's good. My favorite Mariah.
I ain't saying I'm the best, but I ain't the worst.
The best, but it ain't the worst. All right, so I mean, Georges, I think that Bosco was not on camera hardly at all during this lip sync.
No.
Total fucking setup. But so Georges wins, and everyone's boo-hoo baby, and Bosco whips out the golden ticket. She's got the golden ticket.
And I was happy for her because I like Bosco. So good for you, girl.
Yeah. Good for you. You got another chance. And now, next week, we get to see... it doesn't surprise me, too, because now that everybody picked her to go home, they want the drama for next week with everybody coming in. Like, oh, okay.
Sorry.
Was that Whitney Houston?
I'm sorry. We have a YouTube premiere coming up. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right. Well.
Real-time action. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. This is a reminder.
Right. Perfect timing. All right, so Bosco gets to stay. So that's the end of this. One thing we will mention, and then we can wrap this up, is that it was funny when Bosco said, that Rue was probably an organ donor for Georges and that she's obsessed with her.
I can't believe they left that in. I loved it.
Either. It's like the audacity of this show. Like we like accuse it of being, you know, biased, and they basically tell us that they are.
Right. And
Like-
the editors left that shit in, and I was like, all right.
That was pretty shocking, actually, but it was great. I love that.
Me too.
All right. Well, that's the end of this episode. We'll be back for another one and see if somebody actually goes home, or we're all just going to watch this season till we're all dead. I don't know.
Either one, we'll be here.
We'll be here. Oh, and check out our Patreon. Check out our YouTube channel. Anything else we need to plug?
That's it for now. Thank you, everyone. I love you.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
If you're easily offended, we don't recommend